one of our first influences. He's still a political prisoner. There are a lot of political prisoners. Leonard Peltier. You know, look, they don't want them to. You know, I think of the prisoners today. My grandson is in prison, right? When we talk to each other, we talk code. You know, I know that these I'm gonna leave that alone, but he's gay, but yeah, they don't want these youngsters to. What did the brother say the other day as far as we were talking, the brother that was inside was talking about they allowing the prisoners to play with toys and gadgets and things, you know? And they don't want George Jackson's and Malcolm X's to develop and come out and educate people. Bunchy Carter, Elvis Cleveland. Some people don't like Elvis. Well, one of the first people that inspired me when I was a kid was Elvis Cleveland. I can't forget that. You know, I ain't gonna just write him off, brother. Yeah, he did. But you can't just write Elvis Cleveland off. The man inspired me. You know? I guess.
I have a question. It might be a little bit
That's okay.
far-fetched, and this document. Because they're in prison and they cannot reach our young folks, and our young folks don't understand the struggle that they're going through. That's more social, right? Through media and whatnot. That there was grounds, you know. I can probably guarantee you in Avalon Gardens, they didn't even know that there was a karate program ever that existed there.
100%
You know what I'm saying? And our kids don't know the history and how important history was shaped us where we're at. How or is there any opportunity to take a hold of that, to give to our youth, or are we far gone that there have to be? Like you said, we are making sure that nobody recreates that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Okay, there are a lot of young organizations out there, revolutionary organizations that are respect. They may not have a name, not that we're looking for names, but around the country there are organizations that are on the move. What's the organization, African People's Revolutionary Party, the FBI?
African People's Socialist Party.
Socialist Party, the FBI seized all their computers, cell phones. A lot of people attack Black Lives Matter, but Black Lives Matter, they have Black Lives Matter grassroots, and they're doing a lot of good things to keep the struggle alive. One of the things that they're doing, and we appreciate them, is that they're helping us tremendously to try to get our brother Rochelle McGee out. You ever go down Slauson and Overhill?
Mm-hmm.
There's a big billboard of Michelle McGee. And it's still up there as of this afternoon. It was only supposed
Slauson and Angela.
Yeah, Slauson and Angela. It was put up in March. It was only supposed to be up a month. It's still up. Like Michelle McGee says at the end of some of his letters that he writes, he says, I remain. We remain. But this struggle continues. There are a lot of young organizations in Chucco Justice Center. They're doing good things, you know. And this struggle, it continues. The ghost of J. Edgar Hoover is not going to win. At the end, we saw the quote from George Jackson when he got from the Vietnamese, we will win. We will win. I may not see it.
As long as we put the thing in perspective in terms of the African People's Socialist Party, when they raided, it came with drones, flash grenades, and arm and tank. They raided their homes and their offices, and as he said, what they took was computers, cell phones. In fact,
race there?
Oh,
Race
yeah.
there?
Talk about revolution. See, boy, let me just say one more thing. Yes, Russia released our sister from prison, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you see pictures of African revolutionaries in Africa with AK-47s, Russian tanks, big jets, right? RPGs, shoulder-held weapons. Whenever you hear the word Zimbabwe, Angola, Mozambique, remember this, before the Russians became the Russians and they were the Soviet Union, a lot of that training came from Cubans and the Russians. Cubans, I'm saying this to say that George was an international. He didn't just look at the struggle here, he looked at struggles all over the world, right? And I always tell people the Cubans assisted the Angolans when their revolution was attacked in the 80s and the 90s, late 70s, 80s, and 90s. Cubans also with 10,000 soldiers in Angola, African soil, asked for a gun. You see, Cuba, Fidel, like I said, I didn't really get off like I wanted to in this document. Man, I believe in socialism. Capitalism is the enemy of mankind. Free labor, African free labor, created capitalism on stolen land from the tip of South America all the way up to Alaska. You see? So, yeah, I believe in collective self-management. What I always say, I always say, feed the starving millionaires. So let's raise the price of gasoline and get a president like this, I call him Heron Man. Get Heron Man in there and, well, we're going to talk to the oil, gasoline people and see if we can get some tax. You understand? These people feed the starving millionaires. They're making billions and billions and billions of dollars. Then I'll say, well, he's better than Trump, right? Well, I look at Trump like this. He's on meth, right? And Biden is on heroin. We used to call it 11-5. They're both dope fiends for the Capitol. Sorry if I got out of hand.
Yeah, I'd just like to talk about the storytelling of this film. Comment on the storytelling and the, looking at that period of time from people like yourself that were making a difference. That there's been such a what's the word? Clouding of what people were doing at that time, and understanding our history gives us a much better way to understand, what kind of situation we're facing today, and looking at those historical roles as a way to understand, what we're doing today. I mean, looking at Los Angeles today and the way poor people, the way unhoused people are being treated. I mean, what's the approach we should take?
What is the
And
saying?
I think you look at history and you can get a perspective and an understanding of what we do today to, fight for justice.
Well, what's that saying? You don't know your history, you don't repeat it.